Hello students, and welcome to part 3 of cardboard loom weaving with Ms. Boley. In this video we're going to learn about how to take our weaving off of the cardboard loom and also add embellishments. Alright, so how to remove our weaving from the loom. So we're all done. We've pushed up the weft as much as possible and we've got it really snug on there. And we're done and we're ready to remove it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to tie off that thread, the weft thread, onto the warp thread there. So I'm doing that method of making a loop and pulling tight, pulling the tail through and pulling tight. So I just want to secure that so that when I remove it from the cardboard, my weaving doesn't come undone. Okay, and then I've cut that off. Now I've just decided to leave those knots there and kind of fray the ends. Alright, so removing our weaving from the loom is pretty simple. There are a few challenges that can happen, but all we're going to do is see those little loops around the back of our cardboard? We're just going to pull them over the top of the cardboard. There we go. Okay, if you're having trouble because your cardboard cuts are a little bit more deep, you can cut the top part of the cardboard off. But if you can just remove them, just remove those loops over the back easily, then just do that. There we go. So I've removed that, and I've decided I wanted to put a stick through there so that I can maybe hang my weaving up on the wall. And this is an optional stage, but you can just put a stick, like a popsicle stick. This is a chopstick from my takeout meals that I'm going to just put through the top loops of my weaving. And if you decide to not hang your weaving on the wall, you can just not do this part, and you can have your weaving be sort of like a rug or something you put on top of a table. And I'm going to wrap that last thread there around the top of that stick and tie it off. And now I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. Just lift those loops over the back of the cardboard and then I'm done. There we go. So now I'm going to show how to add some fringes or extras. This is optional. So how to add extras. So you don't need to add extras, but if you want to, this is how you can do it. I'm also going to put a link in the description box for how to make pom-poms if you desire to do that. Alright, so if you notice at the bottom of my weaving here, there are these little loops. These are perfect for tying things onto. So I've cut some long pieces of yarn, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the piece of yarn in half, and I'm going to slide that folded piece through the loop, through the blue loop on my weaving, so then I have another loop there. There's a lot of loops. And then I'm going to take the bottom tail and I'm going to pull it through the loop, and I'm just going to pull tight. So this is a type of knot as well. So there we go. I've got some little fringes, and I'm going to repeat that on the remainder of those blue loops from the warp of my weaving. So again, I'll talk through it again. So I'm going to fold in half so that I have a loop, pass the orange loop through the blue loop. Okay, there we go. See my fingers going through the loop. Take the bottom of the orange pieces, both of them, and pass them through the loop, and then pull tight. right, and now I decided to hang mine on the wall, so I'm going to do a little pipe cleaner to help it hang up. And then I will show you the finished project in a second. So think about, how is your weaving going to be used? Are you going to display it on the wall like this, or are you going to have it be on a table, or is it going to be like a rug of some sort for a pet? Think about the purpose of your artwork. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to see your weaving projects.